Another day of life, which is always a blessing. Just excited, obviously, to be living, to be on this earth, to be breathing. I don't really take that for granted, and neither should any of us. I'm just thankful um, to be in front of you all. If you're listening, watching, just thankful. Um, Again, I've said like last week of all month, it's a new year. I'm not gonna say a new me. Obviously, you see the new haircut. I thought it was a time. I thought it was time for a change, something new, something drastic. I want to switch it up, as I said. Since the beginning of this year, like I'm not gonna take anything for granted. I'm not gonna waste any time anymore. I'm not gonna just go through life just living. Now I'm gonna enjoy this ride. I'm gonna continue to enjoy this ride, and I don't want anybody to think, oh, what's wrong, what's going on, nothing. Like I just realized that life is very short. Like no matter how we look at it, like anything is possible. Uh, I do speak life into myself and living more abundantly and living a long time. But even that long time is not that long. Like when you think of it. Uh, and so because of that, because of like this new thought process, maturity level that I've reached, I don't want to waste any time. And so if I have a thought or I have a choice or a decision, I'm gonna make it. And you should too. You all should do the same thing. You shouldn't wait, no matter what the consequences are, as long as it's not illegal, as long as it's uh, not going against morals and ethics and values. Do it and just see how the results go. See what direction it takes you in, and I'm more than certain you're gonna be okay with it. If you're not, you're gonna be able to change course and do something else. But living with regret is not what I want to deal with anymore. I want to enjoy this ride. Um, and the more you look at it that way, the more you evaluate life that way. I believe you enjoy it more. I believe you value the seconds, the moments way more than just financial gain or a job or uh, just life. Like we're all living, we're all breathing. Um, what separates you from the next person? Like it's your experiences, it's the moments in your life like that impact you and impact others. Uh, and I just think you have to enjoy those, no matter what the ebbs and flows, no matter what it is, the ups and the downs, the peaks and the valleys, however it is, even at your lowest low, you're still living, you're still alive, you're still breathing, you're in good health. If you're not in good health, like you're still living. There are like our situations are not as bad as we always think. It can seem that way because how life, makes it. Like life will smother you. Like life will kick you. Like this world is unforgiving, and that's a part of it. That's a part of life, but that'll pass. Eventually, it'll all pass, and you'll look back on it, right, and say how you grew from it. That you grew, that you learned. It was a lesson. I just don't think anything is detrimental to my growth. I think it all is a lesson. Again, we go through so many different things, and we deal with so many different things, and we think it's so bad, and then you look up and it's not as bad as you thought it was, and you learn from it. I think you should take something from every situation ever in your life and put it toward your growth, and I think that'll help you. It gives you a new mindset. It gives you a new thought process that you're not always woe is me, because you can, like, life can get that way, that every time you turn around is something happening to you, but you got to look at it There are people in this world wishing they had what you had, even your problems. Like on the other side of the world, um, things are way worse. And I'm not saying what you're going through, your life is not bad. I will never say that because I'm not in your shoes, but you will come out on the other side if you just keep pressing forward. It's gonna work out because life comes full circle. Like it's never as bad as we think, but mentally we beat ourselves up and we can make it way worse. We can make it feel like it's way worse because the way we think and how we act on the way we think. And it can get way worse. That's how depression, anxiety, that's how all that kicks in because we just worry and we worry and we worry about things we can't control. No matter what, if you keep on going, like the sun is gonna go down and night is gonna come and the sun will come back up and it'll be a new day. And it's a whole new set of issues, situations, and you gotta leave whatever happened in yesterday and yesterday. And that's kind of what I want to talk about. Uh Today is just being honest about everything. Being honest with yourself, about your situations, about what you're going through, about your decisions, your actions. I think that's the first step in growing is no matter what has happened to you, like you're honest with yourself and you're upfront with yourself on not really blaming or whose fault it is, but like just looking in the mirror and saying, you know what, this is what it is and this is what it's not. How can I move forward? Don't dwell on it. Make the correct decisions uh, from the choices you have, and being just totally honest. Like, hey, look, I struggle with this. Like I've learned that, like to talk about your struggles. I mean, even if it's with yourself in the mirror, or it could be with someone else, professional, a friend, a family member that you trust. Be very careful what you tell, but like being honest is the first step. Listen, I have an issue, I have a problem that I can't solve, that I can't shake. I have a habit that I can't get rid of, and it's affected me. That's the first step. Realizing and being honest with yourself. The moment you do that, it's like a burden off of you, and it's like your brain starts to work on solutions. But if you stay stuck and you act as if this problem's not your fault, or you have no you have nothing to do with it, like that's how it becomes worse. That's how it just builds and builds and builds, and then it gets to the point where you can't handle it on your own. You can't handle it at all. Like, you have to be honest. You have to say, these are my struggles. This is what I'm dealing with. I need help. I need help. If it's from a family member, a friend, uh, praying to the Lord, I need help. I need you to help me. I can't do this by myself. The honesty is key in anything in life, in any decision. Sitting down and being honest with yourself, and not like, because truly no one really cares. That's because they're dealing with their own issues. They're dealing with their own problems, and the more you lie about it, like the less people are willing to help you because they just feel like they're going. You just taking them down the rabbit hole with you. They can't help you if you're not honest and upfront about your situation and your problems and your issues. So be honest, but first be honest with yourself, because you can't be honest with other people if you're holding back or you're hiding stuff. You got to be honest. You got to tell the truth. You got to be upfront. Again, look at yourself in the mirror and just like, what am I struggling with? Like, why am I not where I'm supposed to be in life? Like, I want this better life. I see these great things inside of myself, but why can't I complete these tasks? Why do I keep falling? Like, what's the issue? And when you search internally, like, it allows you to just grow, because you essentially, you're searching yourself. And then you're saying to yourself, I have a problem. I recognize this problem. I need help. And it's overwhelming, right? Like, once you get to the point where you can admit that, you'll find the solutions. The solutions will find you. That's like it's like life will improve for you the more honest you are with yourself. Not even other people, just the more you are honest to yourself, like, you'll find so many solutions, because you're not hiding behind, oh, woe is me. Why is this happening to me? Why is the world doing this to me? Why is my boss doing this? Why is my significant other doing this to me? Like, ask yourself, what part do you play in this? And honestly answer yourself. Honestly answer yourself. Truly dig deep in because I think no matter what we go through, we all have some part in it. If it's unhealthy eating habits, if it's drinking, if it's uh staying up at night, um, if it's not working enough, not studying enough, like if it's distractions of a cell phone, if it like we play a part in it. We definitely play a part in our downfall, in our demise, in our failures. But you got to be honest with yourself. You have to tell yourself the truth before you can tell anyone about any problems or issues you have, because they will not be able to help you if you're not honest with yourself. If you cannot tell them what you're dealing with or what you're going through and why you're going through, like there's no solution for it. You're just gonna keep going and going and going in a circle, and it's never gonna get solved. And then it's just gonna continue to build up, and now you have these thoughts, right, that you can't control because you don't have answers, and you're gonna keep seeking answers, and the answers lies within you. Like you gotta tell yourself the truth. You know what? I the reason I can't lose weight is because I eat the wrong stuff. The reason I can't pass this class is because I watch too much TV. I don't study enough. The like I can't keep a relationship because I flirt too much. I gotta improve that. I lack trust because of family issues when I was younger. Like, these things are just being honest with yourself about whatever trauma or whatever issues you deal with internally. Because what happens is when other people come into your life and try to help you, you're gonna push away from them because of that trauma, because of whatever issues you've dealt with, and you've never conquered them. You've never stood up to them. You've never looked at yourself and say, you know what? I have these issues. These are the issues I deal with. I have to find solutions. I can't let you in. I can't just be open or open up to you because I got to heal. But before I heal, I got to know what the issues are. And I got to know what part I play in it. Because it first starts with me and my decisions, my actions. And then there's, again, the consequences. And then how do I respond to it? If I don't respond to it the right way, like, it's only going to get worse. New levels, new devils. Every day is a different fight. Every day is a different battle. And if you hang on to yesterday's fights and last week's battles, like, you're just compounding the issues. And then after a month, 2 months, a year, like, you're dealing with the same demons. You're dealing with the same issues, and you have not improved. You've not shaken them. You've not moved forward. You're just dragging the baggage, and then you drag the baggage into a new job. You drag the baggage into a new city. You drag the baggage into a new relationship, and it's not fair to those people and those opportunities. Like, you never grow if you don't let go of what you're dealing with. And again, the first step to letting go or acknowledging anything is, right, being honest with yourself. You can say, I struggle with this. That's great. Why do you struggle with that? It's because of you. Something you're doing or not doing is affecting your decisions and your actions, and then it affects everything moving forward. You're blocking your blessings because you're not telling yourself the truth. You're not honest with yourself. So if you're not honest with you, why do you expect other people to be honest with you? That's how you build trust. It's not about being friendly, even to yourself. You're neglecting yourself by lying to yourself. I struggle with this, and this is why. Let's see how we can find solutions to it. And life will improve drastically because you know what you're dealing with and you know how to deal with it. And you know it's going to come back until you solve it. It's an everyday battle. Life is an everyday battle that you don't even see. And everyone's dealing with something that you don't know they're dealing with, right? And so be kind to people. And we should be kind to people automatically because we're dealing with things. Like, I understand that no one's perfect. And so my response to whatever happens to them or whatever they're doing, I should feel compassion or empathy because I myself is dealing with something. And so if I know I'm dealing with something and I'm human and that person's human, I should give them grace. That's what we lack in this world, empathy. Because we just feel like everybody should it should be like this. Yeah, in a perfect world. You don't fit into that perfect world. So why do you expect them to fit into that perfect world? Why do we have expectations for other people that we don't hold for ourselves? How is that fair? How is it fair that we hold people to certain expectations that we don't achieve? We don't reach this mark, but they should do that. Yeah, that's not how that works. You can't hold someone to a standard you don't meet. That's an imbalance. It's not gonna work. And truthfully, nothing in life is like that. Like, life isn't fair. Life isn't some happy-go-lucky mosey on skipping down the street. That's not how that's how it is when you're growing up. That's not actuality. You wish you was like that. We do. We all wish it was like that, but that's not how it goes, unfortunately. But once you understand and realize that, then how do you respond to it? We're all going through something. Like, I'm not uh oblivious to that. Like, I know I'm going through things every day. That's why I get on this podcast every week to release that and then start a new week. Like, I'm not holding on to what happened yesterday. I can't, because it's just gonna compound. And then in a few weeks, I'm gonna be ready to explode. I'm gonna be upset for no reason. I'm gonna lash out at people who don't deserve it because I'm not releasing the drama, the trauma, the issues, the whatever I'm dealing with. Like, you gotta let that go. Find the outlet to release the stress. This is mine right here. Also, I again, I've said multiple times, I love going to the movies. Like, and most of the time I'm by myself. Most of the time I go to the movies, I treat myself, I sit down, I watch a movie. It don't matter what movie. Every week I'm going to the movies. It don't matter what movie it is. I'm just going to relax. Because every day is a puzzle. It's a mystery. And you escape the day. And when you escape the day, right, like, tomorrow's another day. But you don't want to sit in you don't want to, waddle in your defeat or waddle in your demise or your failures. Like, you accept that happens. And you're honest with yourself about why it happened. And then you get back up. You don't quit. You don't stop. You keep moving. You keep putting one foot in front of the other. That's how you defeat it. That's how you grow. That's how you achieve what you are created to do. We all have a task. We all have a goal. We all have a purpose for why we're here. In order to achieve that, in order to advance in that to the next level of the growth process, the next step, you absolutely have to be honest about why you go through what you go through. And there are always different factors to that. Like, I understand that, but most importantly, you play a role in it. And you have to be 100% upfront, honest with yourself. And what role do I play in my issues, in my drama, and my problems? And then you find solutions. And once you do that, like I think that's the biggest part of life, your response system. Like, once you get that down, like, you're gonna always deal with something. You either leaving a storm or going toward a storm. Like, that's life. And once you get to that point where you can survive or thrive within a storm, like life will never be easy, right? But you can endure. You build calluses that you can fight. You're stronger, and you don't avoid it. You go head on into the storm because you know there's another storm. Like, when you get to the point in life where you understand, like, there's always something, prepare yourself. Be ready. And even if you're not ready, you're strong enough to endure. And then, you just get through it, right? You get through it, and then the next time you defeat it, right? And then you get through it. Like, you got to get to the point where you're just, like, sometimes you're just strong enough to endure. You might not win, but you don't lose. Sometimes a draw is listen, it's not a loss. And I learned from it. So for the next fight, I'm going to win because I know how to respond this time. I appreciate my losses. I appreciate my battles as I've gotten older, because I've learned things from it. Every last one of them. I'm not saying I'm excited about losses. I'm not saying I'm excited about battles. No, but I understand it's come into my life to help me grow. And so I take little things from each battle for the next fight. So I'm prepared. And if it catches me off guard, I'm still strong enough to get through it. I might not win it. This might not be a victory, but it didn't kill me. I didn't die, and I didn't quit. So I got something to build on. And then I move forward to the next one, and then the next one, and the next one. And that's again, that starts with, me being honest with why I'm dealing with these battles. Why is this happening to me? Like, it's never a situation where I say, why me? I used to when I was, younger, naive, thinking that, everything bad only happens to me, until I started to, my circle started to grow, and I realized, things happen to everybody. And I started to look at it from a different situation, not why me, but what is this trying to teach me? What is this situation being used for? How can I use it to grow and prepare me for the next situation? And that's key to problem solving, because you're gonna always have problems, because it's life. You're always gonna have life. Like, we can change the word problems to life. Life is gonna life, no matter what. You could be at the highest of highs. You could be at the top of the world. You're gonna deal with something, because that's life. And I just pray that, you can be honest with yourself. And I'm still working on me. I'm not perfect. Like, I get on this podcast and just, pour my heart out and talk, and hopefully I can help, or this is helping someone. It's definitely helping me. Again, I look forward to it every week because I know how life is. And I know the ebbs and flows, the peaks and valleys, they come and go. I want to enjoy every moment. I want to make sure you all enjoy every moment. Like don't let anything pass by. If you want to do it, and just live with the results. It'll be okay. You'll be okay. Like I'm just I'm just on a different thought process now. Like if it happens, it happens. I'll respond accordingly, but I'm gonna keep moving forward. Nothing's gonna knock me down. Nothing's gonna stop me. I have a goal, and I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna weather the storm, and I'm gonna keep moving because I can't stop. If I stop, I'll get caught up. If I stop, I'll lose ground. I can't do that. You only get so much time. You only get so much time on this earth, and I constantly speak life and living it more abundantly into myself. And you gotta do that too. But you gotta be honest with why you're going through the things you're going through. That's the first step. Take the first step. Talk to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Be truthful, and then find the solutions. You'll love life more. You'll appreciate life way more when you're honest. I love y'all. I thank y'all again. I appreciate y'all. You all matter to yourself, to others. You don't know how much you matter to other people. Give yourself a chance. Keep fighting. You have a purpose. You belong here. You matter. Y'all be blessed.